Here is the Stern Hot Hand. The displays have actually been replaced with LED displays. So I'm going to turn it on underneath here. And it has been fully LED'd as well. In the back box, there are actually flicker resistors so that all of the LEDs do not strobe or flicker in the machine. Also, in these pop bumpers have all been completely replaced, including the apron, the caps, and the body. There is an LED disc which shines both down and up to illuminate the full pop bumper. Up here, this is the giant flipper that knocks the ball out of these spots. The ball will land in there, score points until the flipper knocks them out. It's on a motor, and on this machine, that flipper spins constantly throughout the entire game until the game's over. It doesn't stop. Over here you got your spinner, which works fine. All the rubber rings have been replaced with Titan silicone rings so that they're matching the color of the machine. The flippers have the red silicone rings and new flipper bats, so they're nice and white. All these side rails have been removed, repainted, and done with a little bit of clear to lock in the paint and have it nice and sturdy for years to come. Also, the plastic posts on the machine are all new. All the hardware is new. These red caps are also new. They were originally the little rubber ones or white plastic, which became dull over time, so they're replaced with new red ones. The playfield itself has been completely cleaned, stripped down, all the parts removed so that we could clean the entire playfield, and it has been both cleaned and polished to a nice glossy finish. The machine itself, the cabinet, new flipper buttons, and this housing right here is new. It used to be a white one that was very had yellowed over time, and these red ones kind of match better the cabinet anyway. The legs are powder coated, all new bolts and black feet down there. And then the machine itself has also been cleaned and touched up so that the cabinet looks nice and vibrant. And finally, a coat of wax was also applied and polished so that it's also nice and glossy, similar to the playfield. And it came out really well, the entire machine. So that is everything. I'm going to go ahead and press start. So right here, this red button adds credits. Okay. It has a maximum of 40, and the game actually boots up with 40 credits already. But if you need to add them, you use the red button. And then the start button, even though it says credit button, it's actually the start button. And we'll do a little 4-player game, so. All right. And you can see that the thing is flipping around. All the sound effects work. All the doing this one-handed. So now you can see player 2 is up and the number 2 is illuminated. We did put in blue and red LED displays that match the colors of it. Down here, these are white, and they are also LED. It's actually the exact same display as over here, just here it's got paint so it blocks it off. And to keep it from having a comma, there's actually a little jumper that is placed on there in the instructions so that you can not have a comma there, so it shows the amount of credits and which ball you're on. You can see that the pop bumpers are working great. I'm playing one-handed again so I can film. And now it moves to 4th player. This is what they call a classic Stern. This particular machine is from 1979. Was in very good shape when I bought it. just really, really dirty. But it's cleaned up extremely well. There's really no major playfield wear other than this spot right here by the left flipper, where at one point it was adjusted too low, so it scraped against into the paint and into the playfield. But everywhere else is very, very nice. You still have ball swirls that are stained in there. No amount of scrubbing or cleaning would take those out, but it is nice and glossy. So we'll just do one more ball here, and that is Hot Hand by Stern. All these circuit boards are the original, and they've all been touched up with, meaning all the connection points were touched up by a professional tech that I employ. He does all my circuit board work, is really good with boards, especially pinball boards. He's done my work for years. So all the connection points, once they were all reflowed, which is important on these old games that get cold solder joints, the machine has worked perfectly since then. No issues. So circuit boards are in really good shape. You'll see here that there are commas on these, but none here. And again, that's because there's a little plastic jumper on that keeps it from doing that. So anyway, there are blinker lights in the back box also, which are LED. All the LEDs are from Comet.